Hey guys, welcome back to No Name Podcast.
No Name
All,
Podcast.
all 9 of you now. Actually, I think we're up to 10 people,
We up to 10?
10 subscribers.
Almost like 200 views on the first one. And
Wow, we're
whole
basically
lots of
famous.
comments and all that.
Basically famous.
Basically famous. No, but thank everybody for watching us. Yeah, we're at 190 views,
Oh, so close.
10 subscribers. We're at 10.
My mom, your
Two
mom,
two digits.
you and me.
Shh. Doesn't matter. But no, thank you for everybody watching and commenting then too. Well, we got a lot of good feedback. Apparently, I'm a little too close with the microphone.
You're also just super loud, so.
Yes, and you're super quiet. You need to speak up, Rachel. Use your big girl voice.
I feel like I don't like that ASMR crap. I hate that stuff.
Well, hello, buddy.
Oh, God, I hate it.
You love that guy.
No.
Yeah, clip this on here, but no.
Further away, remember? Can't be too close. But yeah, that's probably better for you.
From the Midwest, babe. We're loud in the Midwest. Got to talk over the wind, over the cornfields, over the snow.
No, you're funny.
Over the hate and depression that we all feel living in the Midwest. Hey, shout out to everybody living in the Midwest. All of our subscribers in the Midwest. We're across the entire nation right now. In
Nation?
Yes. Think about it.
New York, South Carolina.
That's a lot.
Florida. All of the East Coast.
Up and down.
Got the East Coast
and
covered.
Some,
No, I don't.
Some West.
Who? Your sister?
She watches this, maybe. Oh. But we need your help today, guys. You want to ask them what we need help with, Rachel? Should I?
Well, obviously we're engaged because I said that last time.
Obviously, we don't sound so thrilled about it.
It's the best thing ever! Oh my gosh! We were talking about like the do's and don'ts in wedding planning.
So what we would like, we need people's help with.
Did you want me to explain it or not?
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
What we would like is in the comments section. Well, first subscribe. Which, if I'm looking at the video right now, the like button's like right here. Pretty sure it's in here, right? But subscribe. But if we can get you guys to comment, we want to hear from y'all on the ones that are married. Okay, not to exclude our single people out there, but yeah.
Stop it.
But to hear from you guys the do's and do nots of weddings. Like, what are the things that if you could go back and do the whole thing over again, you would 100% do again? And what are the things that you would absolutely not do again?
And things that are just really expensive that are worth it. Things that are expensive that are not worth it.
What do you want to blow out on? And what do you kind of want to like, maybe Costco's got those in stock, something.
Sarah, my sister, just got married last May. And she told me the one thing that she wished that she would have. Did I tell you this? The one thing she wishes that she would have bought paid for was a day of coordinator.
Yes.
Like that was like the one thing. But we have a friend who's already like offered to
We have a great friend.
All that. Shout out Shay.
Yeah. Just name drop. Sarah, name drop Shay. Everybody.
I mean, she's gonna be my day of coordinator, which is gonna be so great.
I thought day of coordinator meant like she's helping you throughout.
I mean, she could process. If I wanted to. That's like a wedding planner. And then there's like a day of coordinator, which is like just helps it. So like my mom and your mom like aren't running around, my aunts and everyone and all that and sister.
Just yelling at relatives.
Yeah, do this, we gotta do that. And that's just gonna be Shay. Shay's just gonna be yelling at everyone.
I can see that.
Yeah, she's gonna be great. So that's the one thing she said to do, but we got lucky and had a friend. So I don't have to pay for that. So
anything else that you've heard? Do's and don'ts?
Don't do like wedding favors. No one takes us home. And usually if they're personalized, like people don't want to use it if it has our name on it. Like it's kind of weird. And so like party favors are just like kind of a no. Our party favor is an open bar. You're welcome. Like and good food, hopefully.
Or your party favor is us getting married.
Yeah. Be happy.
Two wonderful people coming together.
Something like that. So yeah, that was another one I was told like don't
Yeah,
do.
a lot of my friends have just said like, yeah, just don't do it at all. Just don't do it. Not like don't get married, but like don't do weddings. Just go down to the courthouse, go to the church, get the certificate, and then go to Applebee's or go on your honeymoon.
We were talking about that, and I think we would like to, but like we literally can't. The quickest we
We
could
could
do
do
is
that.
6 months.
We could do that.
The quickest we
Well,
could do is 6 months.
it's not the amount of time that my friends,
Are
would.
saying they're
It
just
is
saying
the
like the
amount of
planning.
planning,
Oh,
the amount of opinions, which in this case we're asking for, but like the outside voices, the drama.
oh, not at our wedding, honey. I'm not having any of that.
Mm-mm.
My aunts, my mama, my sister, they will shut that down. They'll be like, "Not at this wedding, sorry."
That's good.
Yeah, they don't play. Got the New Yorker in them.
You mutter what?
Stop it.
Um. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
do's
what
and
we'd like
don'ts.
from people.
Because we would literally have like nothing planned, really. Like we have a venue that we want to use.
We've got engagement photos coming up.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 34 degrees that day. Robbie texted me and he was like, "Hey, the day you guys want to do engagement photos, it's supposed to be 34." And I didn't respond back yet, but that's really cold. And we were gonna do them outside, and I don't know if I'm brave enough for that. So we might need to look at alternatives. But yeah, we have engagement photos set up at least. First meeting with the church next
Is
Monday.
Yeah, the 22nd.
I have like the colors that we want to use down. Like that's literally it.
And what are they?
They're like a rust orange, like a rusty orange. So not like a bright orange because no, that's gaudy. But like a rusty orange because that's my favorite color. And then I wanted like all black suits, but it's gonna be in October and people are gonna think it's Halloweeny, which is fine, but that's just not what I want. And so he's gonna do like a dark navy blue
Mm-hmm.
in the groomsmen. So like the rust orange with the
That's what I'm
dark navy
thinking.
blue. I think it'll look good together. And then like a lot of eucalyptus greenery kind of stuff. I think it'll look cute.
Mm-hmm.
I want like a vintage boho theme on a budget.
On a budget.
On a budget.
That's what everybody, tells us. Either we're way more expensive than they thought it was going to be. Actually,
Mhm.
really only one of my friends was, but he got married at a Bojangles at 18 or whatever hillbilly nonsense he did. But if you're watching, um, and then a lot of other people are, think it's way too low and stuff like that. And I mean, for to each his own. To each his own.
We're getting lucky and blessed by both of our parents that
Yeah.
help out a good bit, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
And then
But
we're
I
not
think you
doing
could do more than people think that you can, and the stuff that I think is irrelevant. It's like you just said, like party favors or stuff
no one
like
wants
that,
that.
or the save the date.
Yeah, we're not doing
We're
that.
not doing those.
We're just doing RSVP/invites.
I was always like, that doesn't make sense. You're going to send out
One thing.
a thing that says anticipate another thing
Right, what a waste of
that
money.
tells.
No offense to people that did them, but we're on a budget. So like even that's what Sarah said. My sister was like, "Don't do save the dates," because she did for her wedding last year, and she was like, "Just send RSVP/invites in like April-ish."
Yeah, and you can do it all online now then too, and
Yeah, you like
get the
create them.
RSVPs
Yeah,
that way.
the QR code and all that.
Instantaneous.
Yeah, so we'll do that.
We also made the decision of no, we say,
No what?
kids.
Oh yeah, no, we're doing no kids except for my niece and nephew.
Yeah,
They're like family.
close
Yeah,
family.
close family, like
Yeah.
niece and nephew. But yeah, well, we're having kids at the ceremony. Kids are totally welcome to the ceremony. That is fine. I have no issue with that.
No.
The church, everyone's welcome. Anyone can come to the ceremony. Like if they have kids, totally cool. But to the reception, and it's not because we don't love kids and want kids there. It's literally because it is a small venue.
Yeah.
And it is a limited space. So.
Yeah, we're looking at a max 100 people.
And we know a lot of people, so
when
it's
you
like,
when you
crap.
start running through the list, you're like, well, shit.
Crap. Watch your language. My grandmother watches this. Say sorry to Nana.
Bossing me.
But yeah.
Good gosh. But yeah. So we'll see what people. I'll be interested to see what people say. We'll talk about it on the next podcast
Yeah. See what the comments
when
say,
we
all 5 of
run
them.
through the comments
Hmm.
and all that. Um, but yeah, we also wanted to talk about when we first started dating 10 months ago now.
I know it's not that long ago.
10 months ago,
Feels
like
like forever, kind of.
key points that this was like the one, that this was
Yeah,
that
because
it
we had a
was
couple of
right.
friends that were like, "Oh, I like to listen to you guys talk about when you guys first started dating and like how it was definitely different than what most people do nowadays."
Hmm.
And I was like, "Okay, like we can talk more about that. Might be boring to some of you, but we can talk about like the differences and like how we knew like this was something or like that you were the one or like the different things that we did dating versus what society
Well,
does,
to
kind of."
well, firstly, me personally, I have a pretty extensive dating history.
Well, you're older
Yeah,
and
it's
military.
a long resume. Um, and not that it was bad, but I've learned from past experience that like the one thing you don't want to do is get emotionally connected with somebody, like, really enjoy their presence and maybe feel a real affection for them, and then have the conversations, like the serious conversations about
Kids and marriage
kids
and
and marriage and
faith. Yeah.
expectations and, faith and all that. And I said, moving down here, and I got out of a relationship. And when I wanted to start back up again, I was like, yeah, I'm not messing around. Like, it's getting talked about early.
I'm old as dirt. I
Now,
can't be
I
wasting
was
no more
not
time.
expecting as early as when
You and me talked about it?
you and me talked about it, as in
The
the
first
first
date?
date, like
I
about
wasn't planning on
an
talking
hour
to
and
you
a
about
half,
that.
maybe 2 hours
Yeah, I
in.
wasn't planning on talking about
No,
this
I
stuff either
wasn't
with
either.
you.
Usually I wait until like the third
Yeah,
or
same.
fourth date to just be like, hey, just so you know, like, I'm not looking to, you know,
XYZ, yeah.
waste time, honestly.
The first thing I do talk about faith on the first date. Because, like,
Yeah, that makes
that's like one of
sense.
my things. I'm like, all right, I'm not negotiating on this one. Like, I don't want to waste your time.
Well, but also like you could see if maybe they're just kind of, maybe they don't know yet about some of this stuff.
Oh,
Maybe they're
about like
like,
kids or marriage?
or faith, or
See, I
faith.
don't think I would have entertained it then. Like, I was not playing. I wasn't messing
No,
around.
but I'm saying that they're not decided yet, but maybe that could be something that you you sort of guide them with, because they
Yeah,
can
see, like, I
see.
don't feel like it's my job to guide the guy and that kind of in certain things like that. I'm kind of like, I want a man that was like really strong in his faith already, or at least was aware of what he believed and then was practicing it. That was me though. That's what I wanted. You know what I'm saying?
No, I see what you're saying. I'm just saying that, like, if somebody's open to it, like if somebody is open to the idea of like exploring that, and maybe they do become as committed as you did, um, to your now faith journey,
Yeah.
but just had
As
never
long as
been
they had
exposed
it
to it,
as a foundation though. That's what
huh?
I'm saying. I wanted them to at least have that foundation already
Well,
built. That was me though, personally.
no, I mean, that's something. If somebody at least is willing to explore that with me, is open to the idea, I'm fine with that,
Okay.
because we're all, first of all, like, we're still on a journey,
Yeah,
even as
for
we're
sure.
speaking now, where we're all still learning things and we're overcoming challenges and trying to understand different aspects of our lives when it comes to faith. And so if somebody is just a further behind on the path than
But
you
like they already
are,
have the foundation you're saying. Cuz that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not going to even if it's something else that's not faith related or something like that for someone else that's like, "Oh, I'm not going to waver about X, Y, and Z." Like I just had my thing. Like I was just like, this is what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for someone who doesn't share this at least one thing.
but again, not because we're getting kind of hung up on this, but like,
I think you're getting hung up on
no, I'm
it.
just saying that somebody is just not, has not been exposed to the same things that you have yet, and maybe that's all it takes for them to start on that journey. And next thing you know, they're running because you were.
I was gonna say that kind of happened with us, I guess, a
Well,
little
that's
bit.
my point.
But you
Is
had the
like,
foundation already. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, yes
You
and
were Catholic.
no,
You're already confirmed. You
yes and
were
no.
attending mass regularly. Like you already had that down when we started dating.
Yeah, but I wasn't like that for when I was in the army, I was not like that.
Right, but when we were dating or like first met, you had that down. So I was like, okay, I can keep talking to this guy.
But do you think though, like if you had met me and that before point,
Oh, like like how you were in the army and all that kind of stuff, and
where I was more sketchy, like like I was
um,
going to church sometimes in the army, but not regularly.
I don't know. I would have just probably vibed it out and kind of seen where you were with it all and all that. I mean, I think I was kind of a good influence on you and helped you a little bit, but you've kind of also made it your own and you put a lot of work in your faith recently too.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but that was the one thing that was like, all right, I'm not gonna waver on this. And then we started talking about kids and marriage on the first date. That's totally not normal
No.
at all,
No.
but it worked.
Especially with the number of kids.
Well, yeah, it's not happening. Anyways, yeah. How did you know I was the one, Alex?
I mean, like I said, from that first, because up until that point, most of the people that I had been seeing were not serious. And I
Oh,
don't even, and they had no understanding of what they wanted. I think they just wanted a companion. They just
hmm
literally wanted somebody that, you know, could comfort them, and have all like maybe the physical aspects of a relationship without any of the um, more serious, more in depth, like,
yeah,
that this is going to flourish into something else. Or maybe they felt like that was just too much to expect from them, um, off the get go. But for me, at that point, I was just like, if we're not talking about this sort of stuff, or not even thinking in our heads that this is what it's going to
possibility.
lead to
Yeah,
between the two of us, and then start asking the question, like, is this the person that I want to do that with?
right. When
We're
did you
really
know that
just.
by? When did you
For
know like
you,
this is the person I want to do that stuff with?
with you,
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if there was like a
a
click,
time or anything.
like a particular, like, oh, and like heavens opened up and like a ray of sunshine hit you, and I was just like, there she is,
That's my woman.
giving me that death stare, like, stop staring at me. But it was a great start.
Yeah,
Like, it was such a great start that I was like, this is something I want to push more with, and then
right.
it just naturally fell into place.
Yeah. I knew that you were the one after our first car ride. That was extensive hours. That's what I knew.
You want to give the story behind that?
Well, also, I've never taken a boy home to New York ever in my life. And my family was always like, yeah, we've never really met any of Rachel's guys since, I live in a different state and them and all that stuff. And I was like, Alex, like, you should come to my sister's wedding with me. We were only like official, like 2 months maybe at this point. About
They got married in May.
May, March, April, May. Yeah,
Hmm.
not super long. But I was like, I really like this guy. It might be too soon to bring him home since I've never brought a guy home, but let's do it. And on a budget, we're not flying, we're driving because it's cheaper. And I wanted a car to have when I was up there to New
Yeah.
York. So it's a 12-hour ride to New York. And I was like, all my friends were like, if you can survive this car ride with Alex, you guys will be endgame. If it does not work, you'll know it's not happening. I was like, that's actually probably good advice. Like a 12-hour car ride is a long time to be stuck with someone. And we killed it.
It did. Well, first of all, we left at like
3
three
a.m.
3 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
and I drove
Well, because
the whole
that's
way.
you, though. You
Yeah,
don't,
I don't.
yeah.
Not interested in being a
Passenger
passenger. It would
princess.
not have been. We probably would not be engaged
Stop. If I
if
drove.
I was the
Why?
passenger, because I'm a horrible
Yeah,
passenger.
you are.
I'm you know
The ADHD in you.
I'm antsy.
Mhm.
or I would just fall asleep and we wouldn't speak the whole time.
That'd be awful.
But yeah, we just started talking. I mean, I don't even know all the different things we talked about.
I mean, it
But
was 12
we
hours.
really filled like 12 hours of just
And nothing was like
straight
the only
talk.
maybe debates we had were like we just had about little stupid things or
Well,
whatever.
you know,
And
some of them were kind of, you
well,
know,
we listened to some podcasts that were pretty like intense or whatever, and
yeah.
we would like talk about that
We didn't
podcast.
even get through any of them because we would just stop them and then have
We
like
got through one. It
a
was a
40-minute
2-hour podcast, and
40-minute conversation in between.
yeah, I think it took us 8 hours to get through a 2-hour podcast when we were driving up there.
Yeah.
But then we just did it again recently to Chicago for Christmas, and that was like 11 hours. And
Well, we had 2 11-hour drives for that because for New York, I drove up with you, but then I flew back.
and
Um,
then we flew to New York the next time for July.
we flew to New York, and actually that was more of a pain than
Then driving
driving
because the way
was.
home was awful. Remember, we didn't get home till 3
The way
a.m.
there too, we had a delay, and
Did we on the way there?
yeah, I mean air travel today, you might as well just strap a rocket on a bus and just have a ramp in that direction and just launch it. I mean,
You're
that's
such a
basically
boy.
what it is. It's just cattle calling a bunch of savages onto a tube
Oh
for
my gosh!
2
Stop
hours.
it.
And,
It's convenient when it works.
you know,
But driving's really not that bad. I feel like
no,
we kill it and get pretty good
it didn't
time.
feel like 12 hours.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like 12 hours. And that was definitely something that, you know, again, like we can spend that kind of quality time together and not lose our.
Cool and like be annoyed with each other either. Like after Chicago and New York, it wasn't like, oh, I need my space from this guy now. It was just like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, do you want to go do this together? Hey, this is my family. Hope you like them.
Yeah. And it was very nice. It was a good time.
Yeah, that's when I knew though. I was like,
Was
yeah,
the 12-hour
the
drive?
12-hour drive. I was like, this is someone I could do life with because I don't want to kill him right now. So yeah,
Bar said hi.
yeah. I mean, yeah, and my family liked you, so
Yeah, I like them.
that was good.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah. But yeah.
No, I don't think I had one particular moment. I mean, there's been a series of different things.
Yeah.
And, you know, so we talk about what our love language is. You know, for me, it's actions or whatever.
Acts of service,
Acts of service.
like me, like cleaning the house before you got home, like something
Well,
like
that's
that.
nice. But I remember one day where I had
Oh,
a
yeah.
really, really long work
Week.
day and a work week and just filled with a bunch of stuff. Not bad, but just really long and tiring.
Yeah.
And I came back and you were sitting on the couch and over on the
Island.
kitchen island was a bag from Outback Steakhouse Rachel had bought me and a basket of like
Goodies.
like little snacks and treats and right next to it is literally a steak and potatoes dinner.
I
You know
did
what?
not
I
cook.
take it back.
Did
That
not
was
cook.
that was the moment that I knew. I said, "Well, now I have to marry this girl."
And I got you a little card too, and wrote something nice.
You got
in
me a
it.
little card, so like stuff like that. I mean,
That was the moment you knew.
that's
That's
it.
like giving gifts too.
Yes,
Or
and I think you even made it medium rare. The
yeah, I
steak
did
was
it whatever you liked.
because if it was rare, that probably would have been us breaking up that day.
Why? I thought you liked rare.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Well done.
If it would have been like well
Stupid.
done or
Yeah.
medium, yeah.
Yeah. Anything
like it.
above medium rare is just
Whatever.
like just go get a shoe and cut that and eat that.
Oh my
It's the
gosh,
same thing.
whatever. But yeah, that was your moment when I got you the steak and potato.
Yes.
Nice.
So if you want to know a way into a man's heart, it's just get him a steak.
Got that ring. I got you that steak.
Yes.
Anywho, good stuff.
Mm-hmm. What else you want to talk about?
I don't know. Probably like longer, definitely than last time.
You think so?
Oh yeah. I think our debate took up like 5 minutes.
There wasn't a debate.
I don't know. Kind of think it was. Like,
You'll come around.
disagree with you, so.
First fight on the podcast, episode 2.
That's what you're gonna label it
And
as.
by the way, we are still keeping it the No Name Podcast. People seem to like that for
It's
some
just
reason.
catchy.
Like, it is catchy. No Name Podcast.
Alex and Rachel.
Alex and Rachel.
Rachel
That's how
and
you can
Alex.
find us.
No, Alex and Rachel.
But yeah, guys, comment in the comment section about those wedding ideas for us,
The do's and
and we would
don'ts.
love to talk about them on the next podcast. So
Kind of do it like a weekend thing, like an episode a weekend.
yeah, we're
Kind
gonna
of what we're
try to
aiming
do
for
an episode a weekend, and
when we have time.
what's that?
When we have time.
When we have time. Yeah, we're gonna do this until it's not fun anymore, and then we're gonna stop doing it.
And honestly, we're doing it because we thought it would be fun, like 20 years from now, to like look back at this and be like, "Oh, look at that young couple! Look how, you know, cute and young we were," and all that. And we can show our kids one day, and that's basically the reason
Yeah.
we're doing this.
And we're good conversationalists.
I don't think we're bad. I
But
don't know if I would listen to us. Like, I don't know if I would like
I would totally
tune
listen
in
to us.
and
In fact, I have. In fact, that 190 views is
it's
all
all
me,
you over
just
and
on
over again.
repeat.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay. Well, on that note, we will say bye-bye. So, Rachel, go ahead and give us a goodbye tune.
I played sports. I didn't do music. I'm so sorry.
Okay.